special Sunday.
Good evening. Now here in Killer Kitchen tonight, we have a very special episode planned. It is, after all, Halloween. We've got some frights, we got some fears, we got some beers, and we've got a very interesting menu selection for all you zomboys and ghouls out there. So join us right now inside as we start the party and get Killer Kitchen off on a whole new beginning. Happy Halloween!
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back, all the little Peanuts characters, in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Something wrong with me. There's no song with me. Oh, can't you see that I'm not stupid? I'm just a glum.
How can anybody be that mean?
It's the cruelest mean I've ever heard of.
Does that answer your question?
No, all we need is a big old fat pumpkin. I still don't think
Modern parents, letting their children run rampant on the streets at night.
But it's Halloween, Aunt Agatha. They were just having fun.
Oh, why wasn't I left in the pumpkin patch? I could have gone in another line of work. Been a pie or something. I'm a failure. Nobody wants me. I'm just a reject. And an orphan. I'm an orphan. Nobody will adopt me. Nobody. Who wants a glum pumpkin? Nobody. That's who. Everybody wants grinning, happy pumpkins, or horrible, evil, wonderful pumpkins. But glum pumpkins, never. But I can't help it. That's the way I was carved. Oh, why wasn't I left in the pumpkin patch? I could have gone in another line of work. Been a pie or something. But now, nobody wants me, and tonight's Halloween! Tomorrow, I'll be just like a Christmas tree on December 26th. Who wants a pumpkin after Halloween?
streaming into my life, into my life. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a in the darkness of everybody's life.
Welcome to a special Killer Kitchen on Halloween night. Now, we're starting a little bit earlier, and I know a lot of you kids out there are going to be watching. So, I figured before we go too totally adult, we'll have a little bit of fun here. You'll notice I'm carving a jack-o'-lantern. Ironically, we actually got this technique watching a video on Facebook. A squirrel went up and started eating a pumpkin, chewing away at it, and just made his own jack-o'-lantern. It was totally cool. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, the innards actually make the jack-o'-lantern scarier. And I'll show you that on our next break. We're also going to be doing some chocolate-covered pretzels. And later tonight, for you adults, we're going to be showing Night of the Demons, 1988. Angela's throwing a party, and you're invited.
What a pity. What a pity.
It just isn't fair. How can anybody be that mean?
It's the cruelest mean I've ever heard of.
I feel so sorry for him. Poor little guy.
I've never seen him smile.
He doesn't have anything to smile about.
Trick or treat indeed. Off with you. The idea. This is sheer bribery. You'll not get a treat here. And you'd better not try any of your tricks, or I'll have the police on you. Why don't you get honest jobs? The idea. Modern parents. Letting their children run rampant on the streets at night.
But it's Halloween, Aunt Agatha. They were just having fun.
That is no excuse, young man, for robbing and threatening honest citizens.
But can I at least have a pumpkin?
Ralph, dear, and he knows best. Pumpkins cause fires and they attract fruit flies. Now you go to sleep. There's a good boy. And tomorrow we'll go to the museum and look at the rocks.
Yuck. Boy, that is one mean lady.
I don't know, Andy.
Oh, come on, Ann. Don't tell me you're going to be fair again.
Well, I don't think she's really mean. I mean, I just think she's forgotten what it's like to be a kid.
A kid? Are you kidding? Aunt Agatha wasn't never a kid.
Well, I'll admit it is a little hard to imagine. And anyway, Ralph's our problem right now.
Right. We gotta figure out a way to help Ralph. Now, let's see. Well, we could smuggle a parachute into his room. Or threaten Aunt Agatha with income tax invasion, or,
Pumpkin!
Pumpkin? What do you mean, pumpkin? You're always yelling pumpkin.
A pumpkin? That's what Ralph needs. Don't you see, Andy? We can't get Ralph out, but we can get a pumpkin in.
Where'd we get a pumpkin? All the pumpkins been taken.
Let's see now. We'll need a flashlight to light the pumpkin's insides with. and some rope to pull it up to Ralph's window, and...
Oh, yeah? And just what is your big old fat plan to carry a big old fat heavy pumpkin from there to here?
Well, that's the easiest part. Does this skateboard answer your question?
Okay. Okay. So now we got a big old fat way to transport a big old fat pumpkin. Now all we need is a big old fat pumpkin. I still don't think
It just stands to reason that if there's a little boy here who needs a pumpkin, there just has to be a pumpkin out there someplace that needs a little boy.
Who wants a pumpkin after Halloween? I'm a failure. Nobody wants me. I'm just a reject. An orphan. I'm an orphan. All my sisters and brothers got good homes. Even my revolting cousin Stanley. But nobody will adopt me. Who wants a glum pumpkin? Nobody. That's who. Everybody wants grinning, happy pumpkins, or horrible, evil, wonderful pumpkins. But glum pumpkins, never.
if a boy needs a pumpkin, and a pumpkin needs a boy. Now, that's about like saying that if a boy needs an ice cream cone, an ice cream cone needs a boy. Oh, come on.
Well, it may sound funny, but we are determined to find a pumpkin. Aren't we, Arthur?
I guess we could steal somebody else's pumpkin.
Ah, Andy, you can't make somebody happy by making somebody else sad.
Ever try it?
No, I don't think it's fair.
I know. It isn't fair. You know, we better find a pumpkin pretty quick, or we're gonna run out of Halloween.
Yes, I know. It does seem to be getting sort of hopeless. Andy, look!
A pumpkin!
Why couldn't I have been an apple? People don't expect so much out of apples. 1 month old, and it has been. And nobody will want me tomorrow.
We want you. We want you now.
Oh, no. No, you're making a mistake. You don't understand. Nobody wants me. I'm a glum pumpkin.
Oh, you're a beautiful pumpkin. And you're going to make a glum little boy terribly happy.
I am? I'm going to make a glum little boy terribly happy? I am? Oh, I can't believe it. If only I had hands, I'd pinch myself.
Mm-hmm.
And my very own life, too. I just can't believe this is happening to me.
Hey, we better get started. We're running out of Halloween again. Push them along.
Oh, my, you are heavy. Here we are. Ready?
Let it go.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horathon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Now, this is our jack-o'-lantern. It's funny. It's actually jack-o'-lanterns. A lot of people don't know this. We carved them. It derives back hundreds of years ago. And, see, there was a blacksmith named Jack. And when the devil came to collect his soul, he had tricked the devil. So now when it was his time to die, he had gone to heaven originally, and they're like, dude, fuck you. We don't want nothing to do with you, man. You're gone. And he went to hell, and the devil's like, fuck you, man. We don't want nothing to do with you. You're gone. Just get away from me. And basically, now I can't say a gesture of kindness, but as a gesture, just like, here, I'll give you something. Just go. He was granted eternal life, but had to wander. What he did was the devil had thrown this glowing red-hot coal, and Jack had caught it in a turnip that had been hollowed out. And so Jack was doomed to walk the earth every Halloween night carrying this glowing gourd, basically. Now, there's different variants of the story throughout all of Europe, and it had been taken to America. Now, we're talking when people started to immigrate to America from more than just Europe, but it was mainly still Europeans coming here, and the Irish and the British brought a lot of their customs with them. And among their customs was Halloween, which, as tonight goes and progresses, we'll kind of get together on that, and I'll discuss a lot more of it. But yeah, so that's the story of how jack-o'-lanterns came about. The reason we carved jack-o'-lanterns is because Jack, who had outsmarted the devil, but was still not able to be with God, he caught this glowing rock in a hollowed out turnip. And originally, see, like, in England, we didn't have ancient England like that. I mean, this is hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But in England, we didn't have pumpkins. That was something we didn't find till we came to America. So we had gourds and turnips and things of that nature. The thing is, it was funny because when we started immigrating from Europe into America, we had found pumpkins, and it was so much easier to carve them. It was easier to get the face. That's how modern day jack-o'-lanterns have been known to become. And it all started way, way back in the 1930s, really. Anyway. Ow. Now, you guys heard me mention chocolate-covered pretzels. So, we're going to start. We're going to mix this up. You know what? We're going to heat this up for one more second. And tonight, after we finish this, we are going to be baking these, and I'll show you my special blend of seasoning for that. A few more seconds here. If you're wondering why I'm microwaving the chocolate, I had pre-made this chocolate in another episode of Killer Kitchen when we did chocolate-covered strawberries, and I happen to just have this left over. I'm not much of a chocolate fan. That's my wife's gig. So when we do chocolate-covered things, my wife is the one that's usually requesting them. And I figured because we're having a Halloween party, do chocolate-covered pretzels. Now, really this, when you're buying these in the store and that's how they look, this is pretty much all they're doing. Just be careful, like that. Shit. Well, that one's a chocolate-covered pretzel. What we'll do here, come across that. There you go. Some of these, just chocolate cover them all the way. The rest, you got nice, pretty ones, and you always have way more than you need. Ow, shit, that's hot. I'd say Raggedy Ann and Andy definitely have their work cut out for them. And I definitely got to tell you, Aunt Agatha, oh, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I had a family member like that. She never did come around, but I tell you, it just made me love this holiday so much more. So you should thank all your Aunt Agathas that are in your world. Without her, you probably wouldn't have become where you became.
Excuse me, sir.
Nice costumes.
Car 44. Car 44. Roscoe speaking. Sergeant, sir, you may find this difficult to believe, but I have just witnessed something unique, I think, in the annals of crime. I have just observed the following. One jogger, male, exceeding the speed limit by at least 30 miles an hour. One pumpkin color, also exceeding the speed limit by at least 20 miles an hour. One cat color, disturbing the peace. 3 ghosts, one with 4 wheels. Wheels, not feet. The other 2 ghosts had only 1 wheel. 1 wheel each, that is. No, sir. Nothing stronger than coffee. No, sir. There is no record of insanity in my family. No, sir. Not until today, that is. Roscoe, I want to apologize for doubting your...
There must be a simpler way to get a boy and a pumpkin together.
But we made it. We made it. And it's only 8:15. Wait till Ralph meets him. Just you wait.
I'm going to belong to a little boy on Halloween. This is a wish I was afraid to wish, because I was so sure it'd never come true.
But it is. It is true.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horathon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
And everybody, tonight I'd like to introduce our camera operator. You all know her. This is our vampire witch. So, I gotta ask, any thoughts on this whole sad pumpkin?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I haven't seen the end yet.
Neither of any of us.
I'm waiting for the end in my chocolate-covered pretzel.
See, the part she's not telling you is that the pretzels are actually little children from last year that we captured during trick-or-treating.
Ooh. That's a child-friendly.
Just kidding, kids. Now, what we're going to do is... Here, my lovely wife will take the camera. We're going to take this batch of pumpkin seeds, we're going to just dump a little bit of oil right across all of them. Just like that. And then we're going to take our brush. We're just going to spread these out just like this. Just let the brush do the work. There's no reason to stress yourself. It'll get it nice and even. Just be a little bit patient. It took God 7 days to create the earth. And it took the devil 13 hours to destroy it.
That's about right.
So now that we've got this nice and separated, what we're going to do is we're actually going to make 3 separate batches. This here, just going to be normal salt. Everyday table salt. We're just going to salt them. Now the ones in the middle, we're going to take, and we've got some creamy caramel cheese corn popcorn seasoning. We're going to go right across the middle here. Just like that. And at the table end, like we did with the salt, we're going to finish that off with just some cinnamon and sugar. Just like that. 3 different types. We'll go from salt to the caramel to the cinnamon and sugar. We're going to take these, we're going to pop these in the oven, and we're going to bake them at, I say 350 for about 10 minutes. Just like that. So, in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys what our pretzels look like now that they've been in the refrigerator. And I'm going to show you guys a couple tricks here. Now, you can see the chocolate kind of all melted onto itself. That's why we did not put this away. That can all go right into there, and it can all be remelted back onto itself again. So, you got this big chunk like that. Just break around it. Just like that. And then just gently snap them. Now I'm going to arrange these on a tray before our party guests start arriving. And we're going to bake these for the next 10 or 15 minutes. We'll see you right here at the end of the pumpkin that couldn't smile.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back, all the little Peanuts characters, in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
This is CBS.
Does that answer your question?
Well, you were certainly right, Annie. That pumpkin was just right for Ralph.
Yes, and Ralph was just right for the pumpkin. Oh, but wait a minute. We're not through yet.
No. We got business with Aunt Agatha.
She certainly won't even let Ralph keep his pumpkin unless we can show her that she was young once herself.
Right. She's a pretty big girl not to remember that she was once a little girl.
Aunt Agatha. Agatha? Aggie. Remember how it was when you were 9 years old? Try to remember, Aggie, when it was Halloween. And you were young, too, like Ralph. Don't you remember? It was such a lovely time when you were 9. And it was Halloween.
Oh, yes. I was 9 years old and dressed like a terrible witch, and oh, I had a splendid, awful, terrifying, beautiful pumpkin.
And you went trick-or-treating, I'll betcha.
Trick-or-treating. Oh, what fun. It was the one time of the year when we could do lovely, horrible things, not get punished.
And you scared them out of their wits, too.
Out of their loving, grown-up wits. They understood us, didn't they?
Yes, Aggie. They understood why children liked Halloween. Little children like you. And like Ralph.
Ralph. Oh, Ralph. Why, hello, pumpkin. Where did you come from? We needed you, Ralph and I. What took you so long?
Trick-or-treat!
Oh, my, aren't you terrifying?
We'd better give them something quickly, my dear, or they may do something terrible to us.
That's right, trick-or-treat us, or we'll do something horribler than any horrible thing you've ever heard of.
Oh, Ralph, horribler than that.
A very merry hello and a happy new year.
I'm not a glum, dumb pumpkin. I'm a real special something. Nothing wrong with me. There's such a song with me. Come along with me and we'll free to be just pumpkin. Never a glum pumpkin.
Halloween.
I think he'll come back. He came home. Rated R.